Get ready.
This is the voice of Wayne America.
Lighten up, Francis.
With your host,
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Mike Carnes.
How do you measure yourself with other golfers?
By height.
Only at WayneAmerica.com.
The supernova's gonna kill us all.
Okay, this guy is the real zero, that's true. Let's just think back when you guys were freshmen, huh?
.com.
Hello and welcome to the Voice of Wayne America podcast, an exclusive here on WayneAmerica.com. I'm Mike Carnes, your host for everything that is the best town in all America, and that is right here in Wayne America. And we want to thank our sponsors at Providence Medical Center for their support of the program. We'll be talking about them here in a little bit. You know, it's the end of March, and there's a lot of things that are happening this time of year. You have the start of spring, the end of winter. Baseball season is coming around, and just a lot of rites of passage with the spring season. And here in Wayne, the one that a lot of people are excited about, and a lot of people have been working hard to get ready for, is the annual spring musical. And this year, the Wayne High musical is centered around the play called Anything Goes. It's a musical based on the music of Cole Porter, and the Wayne High musical group here has been working really hard to get ready for this program that's coming up. And with us on the program this week, we have the directors, Tracy Anderson and Carolyn Harder, along with four of the characters who will be a part of this program here this weekend. And we'll be talking to them here as well. But, Tracy, let's, I guess, get things started with you. I know that this is kind of the big week with the program coming up this weekend, and how's everybody been doing getting ready for this musical?
We've been putting a lot of late nights and a lot of long hours in, but it really from last Thursday to today, or to last night, the improvement was huge, and I think we'll continue to do that yet. We got one more rehearsal tonight, and then we do the matinee for the kids tomorrow. So anxious to get some bodies in those seats so that we can have some, the kids can start looking at faces rather than looking at empty chairs, and that usually turns on the charm when they get up there on stage.
Yeah, Carolyn, what are your thoughts about this group getting ready to go?
I think we're ready. I think we're very close to being ready. It was a big improvement last night over last week, and so a little bit of that fear and trepidation that directors feel at this point in their life is going away. So I think we're going to be there.
Now, you guys have, over the years, have put on some tremendous plays, and it's been a lot of fun watching these kids perform these musicals over the year. What kind of process do you go through to determine what play you're going to do or what musical that you're going to perform each year?
We usually flip coins.
No.
No. we usually
just throw a bunch of them in the middle of the floor.
Whatever rolls.
We usually pick out two or three, and then over a period of probably too long, we talk about things and think about who we have, and we try to vary it from year to year as far as the genre and maybe the time and place of the play. A lot of plays are based in New York. Sometimes we try to get away from that, and so.
And it's like any sports team. You got to know who your horses are, and who your players are, and what their strengths and weaknesses are, and then you start going through the list of shows. And we're working with most of the companies we work with are from New York City, and this year we're working with Tams Whitmark, and so they have the rights to Anything Goes, and that show has undergone several revisions over the lifetime of the script, and the most recent on Broadway was in 2011, and some really well-known names have played the roles of the main characters, so we're pretty excited to bring it here to Wayne.
Yeah. Now, when do you make that decision on the play? What play you're going to do? Is that something that comes?
We really start talking about it in earnest in like November, and then we promise ourselves that we're going to.
No, we start in September.
Well, yes. Actually, if you want to know the truth, I was looking at shows today for next year.
Yeah, I know. And it's an ongoing thing. Well, the last several years, we've announced the show at the fall concert. And the kids have somewhat come to expect that that's probably going to happen. And so it's kind of pushed us to make our decision a little earlier, and which is probably good. It's good. We used to do auditions after Christmas, and now we do them before Christmas. And then then that way we can get the scripts in the kids' hands. They can get some studying done over the break, and then we, just go full steam once we hit January. So.
And it's got to be kind of a challenge to pick out your cast and get that ball rolling, because not only the newness of it for those kids who haven't done it before, but then you have to kind of juggle. They have to juggle their schedules to be a part of this, and that's probably a tougher balancing act than anything.
It is an immense struggle to, and these kids, I always say it's a great learning tool for these kids to learn how to be busy. If you can learn how to be busy at this age, you will do well in life. If you can handle being busy in this scenario, actually college tends to, I usually hear it's pretty easy once they get out of high school, because their schedules free up a little bit and they're not as going from event to event to event. So
yeah, that's gonna be a challenge for you guys too, because you have to juggle all of those schedules, and like right now as we're talking, the baseball team is playing a baseball game, the track team is at a track meet, and a number of those kids are a part of this cast. And so
I'm ordering pizza for the track kids, because they're going to get off the bus and go on stage. So I'm going to have some pizza ready for them so they can have something.
What about
to
the
eat.
baseball guys?
Well, they've got a little. I think they have a window of about an hour. I'm not. They're on their own. As much as I love
Stop
them,
at McDonald's as you come into town.
As much as I love them, they're on their own. So.
Yeah, but that's a tough act to.
But you know
have
what?
to do.
Those kids that make that commitment, it speaks volumes of them, and it just makes us love them even more. So.
Yeah, tell us about the musical itself. What the musical is all about. Anything goes.
Well, it was written in the 1930s, and it is a romantic comedy. They're on a ship headed for England, and there are various characters who are enamored of each other, and then there's the old romantic switch as we go along. So you're not sure who's going to end up with who at the end of the show.
This show is full of, I don't know, we found that this show really kind of, the last several shows we've done, there's a little piece of something in that show, from that show we found inside this one. I mean, there's a little gangster kind of, or, like a little, like Guys and Dolls was, and a little bit of, I hear Annie every once in a while come through, and Thoroughly Modern Millie, all shows we've done, in the past, and I hear little bits and pieces of it. So I love Cole Porter music. You really can't go wrong. He's one of the most iconic American composers for musical theater that there is. So.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty exciting musical.
It's a super funny show. I wish Aiden were here today. Aiden Kinsley plays Moonface Martin, and he's the kind of the gangster guy. He's a gangster wannabe, really, I think, and he really does a great job making that character pop. So
yeah, we're talking with the members of the Wayne High School Musical here on the Voice of Wayne America, talking about this upcoming musical, Anything Goes. It'll be coming up this weekend. We'll tell you a little more about the dates and times, but I want to take a moment to talk about Providence Medical Center in Wayne. They're proud to announce the addition of a new surgical procedure they now offer at the hospital, shoulder arthroscopy. The surgical procedure is for those who have rotator cuff injuries, where the surgeon inserts a tiny camera and the necessary instruments through small incisions in the shoulder, rather than doing an open procedure with a large incision. Dr. Joseph Caro specializes in orthopedic surgery at Providence Medical Center. He's the team physician for Wayne State Athletics and also offers his expertise at multiple high schools in the area. For more information, check out Providence Medical Center's website at www.providencemedical.com. That's Providence Medical Center, extraordinary care rooted in compassion. With us on the Voice of Wayne America podcast this week is Tracy Anderson and Carolyn Harder, the directors of the Wayne High School Musical. This year's musical is Anything Goes, and we've got a few of the characters who are a part of this musical. We have Aviana Doring, who is playing the role of Reno Sweeney, Dylan Anderson, who is the pursuer. I probably need an explanation on that. Trayton Blecky is the guy by the name of Evelyn Oakley. Evelyn Oakley, okay. And then Kayla Fleming is an angel. And I guess that's what she goes by. She's an angel. So guys, we'll I guess we'll just throw a question out here. What are your thoughts about where you guys are at as far as the musical and being ready to go for the big show this week?
It's a nerve-wracking feeling. This is my fourth and final year, so you expect big things. And
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see where it goes. Anything goes. Oh, hey.
Anything?
Hey.
Hey, funny you should mention it. Kayla, what do you think?
I just think everybody puts in like their time and effort, I think it would be a really good show. Really funny.
Yeah. Dylan, how about you?
Well, I think if we can get everybody to just like put in all their energy and their effort, we can have like because throughout this practices that we've had, there's some like energy that's not been there. We're trying to get that started now, so then when it get to this weekend, we're at our peak of hypeness.
Yeah. Saving the best for last, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Drayden, how about you?
I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think it'll be there.
I think it'll all be there. All right, well, tell us about your characters, you guys. What your characters' responsibility is, what they do, how they're part of the program.
I play Reno Sweeney. She is a now nightclub singer, former evangelist.
A former evangelist turned nightclub singer.
Yes.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, she's a very fun character. There's a lot of different things to her. She definitely develops throughout the musical. You think she's one thing, she turns out to be another. It's a really fun part to play.
Yeah, and you got to obviously do a lot of singing with
Yes.
this. How's it been going to learning those songs?
It's good. It's fun. There's always struggles when it comes to singing with other people. There's always little mess ups in practice that you always have to work on. My voice is definitely strained, but
you got one more week
you
in there?
rest it. Yep, we'll get there.
All right, Kayla, what's your character?
I'm one of 4 angels. My name is Purity, and we're just really sassy. I feel like we all just have our own like personality, so then it just kind of all ties together. And we're the backups kind of for Aviana, so.
Oh, so you're the backup singers for
And we do a lot of dancing.
They're not really angels.
Yeah.
that.
Pretty far from it, actually.
Yeah.
Angels in name only, evidently, right? Dylan, what about your character?
My character is the purser. I am one of the 3 dudes that take care of the ship. I'm along with Jacob Kneifel, who is the steward, and Liam Speaker, who is the captain of the ship. Us 3 take care. We make sure all the characters in line and make sure all the people in the ship are doing good.
And they look really, really good in their
Yes.
uniforms.
Yeah.
You love a man in uniform.
Yeah.
We got our own sailor hats. I carry along a clipboard most of the time. Most of the first act, second act, I have to leave it because I have to carry a bunch of songbooks.
Okay, stop talking.
Well, we got plenty of time, so here. Drayden, what's your character?
I play Evelyn Oakley. He's an Englishman.
Pretty awkward.
What-
Yeah, very awkward, very clueless.
Uh-huh.
Quirky.
Yes.
Now, are you going to use an English accent when you
I will.
do? Can we have a little bit of it?
You just did. No.
Not quite.
Give him the ask for tea. Do the line for tea.
Yes, you might bring me some tea. And mind you, bring me a pot of tea and none of those little bags that dingle over the side.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. Now, how did you learn to talk English? Did you watch a lot of BBC programming, or
I watched a lot of YouTube.
a lot of YouTube?
A lot of YouTube.
Okay. Thought maybe you'd watch soccer on Saturday or Sunday mornings and
Might work that.
get
Might
that.
actually work better work instead of YouTube. Soccer probably. Gotcha.
Well, but tell me, guys, how much I guess how much time and effort have you guys put into this? It seems like you. I was talking to Aviana coming in here that you guys are going to be here pretty late tonight, and obviously a lot of time and effort has to go into this. How do you guys put all that time into it with all the other activities you have going on?
You don't sleep. Learn how to function with little sleep, and you go on with it. Stay healthy. My mom's pumping me with emergency packets.
Emergency packets? Where were they?
Emergency, like the vitamin C.
Oh, vitamin C. Okay.
Keep my immune system up.
Okay.
There are a lot of large group scenes which takes everybody out on stage, and that's a lot of time, a lot of sessions of everybody being there. So that means instead of like last year we had like only a couple, so this year we have a lot. So that means everybody has to be there a lot late nights for a lot of nights, and then on Saturday.
It has been a different rehearsal
Yes.
schedule. Other years, the last couple of years, we've been able to, like, for Beating the Beast, you had the villagers and then you had the enchanted characters, and we rehearsed those separately, and then that was easier. Last year, we had like
two
groups of people we could rehearse, and then we only had really 2 large group scenes. This year there's many large group scenes and way more dancing, and so just the rehearsal schedule's been a lot different.
A lot more extra choreography.
Yeah, and
Kayla's taking a lot of that over.
Kayla has really stepped it up. That's why she's here tonight, because she's really stepped up to take over some of that choreography. That's one of her talents, one of her strengths, and so
It's really excited to see
Yeah.
for her as a junior to take over that position. She's basically become an honorary senior at this point for taking care of a lot of stuff.
Well, and you're on the dance team, the She Devils dance team too. So
I get up at 6 in the morning every morning, and then here till 10 o'clock at night.
yeah. So but that experience, you've obviously been able to help your fellow castmates out by with that experience. That's gonna be pretty neat to have that opportunity to do that.
Yeah, it's really fun just to see all of like the different like groups of people coming in. You don't see like there's people playing sports, there's people that don't play sports, and then they're just all coming together, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
School's a fun thing because it's everyone. There's one-act kids, there's speech kids, and you have football players and baseball players, and it's not like you're not designated to choir kids. There's a whole student body, really. It's so much fun to see.
Yeah, it's a great representation of the entire student body, because you see, like you said, you see kids from all areas involved.
And that's a learning process, because I mean, everybody's kind of used to their own, their smaller teams, and then now we're all thrown together in one big pot, and to have to work together and make things, and thousands of costume changes. This has got a lot of costume changes. These guys have to really plan ahead for that and share things and learn how to give people space and it just it's great.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of people that work behind the scenes too. That we'll obviously see the kids who are characters and are playing different roles in the musical. But there's a lot of stuff that has to go on behind the scenes, and there's a lot of kids that are involved in that the public isn't going to see during the course of that musical.
We've had a lot of extra people helping, just little here and there, from a couple of people coming in to help us with set every once in a while to, our creative team member, Jackie Rosichka, who teaches over at Norfolk. She teaches art, so she comes in, and I had her girls here for a lot of years, and she's just stayed on with the show ever since, and so she paints for she makes things pop for us on stage, and she has a great eye, and I just go to Baumgars and get, PVC pipe when they ask me to. That's kind of my job.
You're the gopher.
I am kind of the gopher and the check writer and all those things. But, I have to give a huge shout out to Jill Broderson. She has come in the last week and just plowed through the costume repair and taking in things, letting out things. Could not be where we're at today without Jill Broderson. Tremendous. And I think she commandeered her mother-in-law to come in and help one night too. It was awesome. Emily Clausen's been doing a lot of behind the scenes work with us too. So anybody I forgot?
Or even just backstage, Alison Clausen, she's a senior. She's our stage manager. She puts in a lot of time and effort.
Yeah,
she's the big dog behind curtains.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of younger girls step up too. We've lost a lot of stage crew members, but yeah, we have a
pretty good stage crew.
Yeah.
This year.
What goes on in front can't go on in front if, it's not going on
in the back.
Behind the scenes. Yep.
Exactly. Well, Carolyn, tell us about the dates and times and ticket information for the
Well,
fall.
we're going to go Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock in the evening, and then Sunday at 2. The dates being March 29th, 30th, and 31st. And then on Monday, it's April Fool's, and we'll all fall apart.
Yeah.
Now ticket prices are
Ticket prices are $8 for adults and $5 for students.
Students and anybody younger, that'll.
and they can get those at the high school office.
Get those at the high school office or from cast members.
And I must add, they probably will. Please come to the door, because I'm sure we'll have tickets at the door. So please encourage people to come to the door.
All right, and then there's going to be a matinee for the school on Wednesday.
Grades 5 through 8 are coming tomorrow, so it is the clock has chimed midnight now for these guys. After tonight, this is it. It's go time.
Tonight is get it
done.
nailed, right?
Get it done.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I've had an opportunity to see a number of the musicals here over the last 10 years that I've been here in Wayne, and the Wayne High School musicals are always a wonderful event, and these kids do a fantastic job, and I admire the effort you guys put forth, because with all the other things you guys have going on, to put that time and dedication into something like this and do it as well as you guys do, it's awesome to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one. It's Anything Goes is the musical at Wayne High School. It'll be Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock, Sunday at 2 o'clock. Tickets are available at the high school office or from any cast member, and tickets should be available at the door as well. So everybody, thanks a lot for being a part of it this week, and good luck. And I think the old saying is break a leg.
Yes.
Hopefully in the figurative sense and not the literal.
And hopefully
one.
Mother Nature, the snow stays away, and we're ready for that to be over. So.
Exactly. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Voice of Wayne America podcast here on WayneAmerica.com. I want to thank again the students and the cast and the directors of the Wayne High musical Anything Goes. We'll be starting up on Friday here at Wayne High School. We'll do another Voice of Wayne America podcast soon here on WayneAmerica.com. Until then, this is Mike Carnes, and we'll see you later.